What is going on, guys? JD from New York here, and this is WWE Off The Script, number 48, part number 2 for your Saturday morning, week ending January 18th, 2015. Thank you guys so much for joining me for the number one source right here on YouTube.com for all WWE news and rumors, 2K15, etc., etc. Like I said, thank you guys for joining me. Hope it's a great Saturday. Grab your cold beverage, grab a hot cup of coffee. We're going to dive right in to Off The Script. What do I have lined up for this afternoon? John Cena and Rusev. What is the status on this impending feud? And when will it occur? WWE has plans for John Cena versus Rusev leading into WrestleMania 31. Rumors going around, people reporting on YouTube.com that WWE is going back to TV-14. I'm going to squash those rumors today and fill you guys in on all the information regarding WWE potentially going back to TV-14. NXT, we all know it's the best brand that WWE has right now under the WWE banner. NXT Takeover was great. Our Evolution, Zayn, Neville, NXT title. When is the next event, and what are the scheduled matches that will occur during this event? I got all that information, and I can't wait to fill you guys in on the next NXT special. Summerslam. Summerslam may be moved this year from the Izod Center in New Jersey. I don't know where it's going to go, but I got the latest information on SummerSlam being temporarily held without a venue right now, and I will give you guys all the info on that. I was thinking about going to SummerSlam this year, being that it's on the East Coast in New Jersey, New York area. But I have no idea what's going on with that. I'll give you guys the latest information on that as well. And I also have news on Jim Ross possibly being the new voice of Lucha Underground. What is going on with that? Jim Ross is denying it. I'm going to give you guys the latest information on that as well. Starting off with John Cena versus Rusev. The latest edition of the Wrestling Observer newsletter has provided an update on a possible John Cena versus Rusev feud that may run from the Royal Rumble until WrestleMania 31. As previously reported, Rusev versus Cena has been a Mania match that has been discussed recently backstage amongst WWE officials. Advertisements for the upcoming WWE live events pit Rusev and partner Seth Rollins against John Cena and Randy Orton. This could be a sign that they are going forward with Cena versus Rusev for WrestleMania 31. When originally discussed, WWE officials talked about having Rusev interfere in the Royal Rumble main event, which will see Cena, Rollins, and Brock Lesnar go at it in a triple threat match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. It was suggested that Rusev would cost Cena the championship and lead to a multi-month program, much like what happened in 2014 between Cena and Bray Wyatt. Cena and Rusev have yet to cross paths, which is why the angle seems a little bit out of place, and I totally agree. But there may be a chance the hero of the Russian Federation makes an appearance during the Royal Rumble WWE Championship match on January 25th to cost Cena his shot at winning a 16th WWE World title. Okay, now, this doesn't make any sense to me, okay? If you're going to do Rusev and have him interfere in the WWE Championship match, he really, and this goes back to me giving you what WWE creative should be doing, asking themselves, why? Why are we having individual A do something to individual B? Why are these two men feuding? Okay? If WWE wants Rusev and Cena to be one of the main matches leading into WrestleMania 31, they have to sit down and we have to watch, and their job, creative, Vince, Triple H, Stephanie, whoever the fuck's in charge, okay? Their job is to get us invested in that program. Why? Why am I investing my time in this? Why are these two fighting? What is the struggle between Rusev and John Cena? Why? Easy. You build your story around that. Why? You have how many fucking writers? Collectively come up with something. I'm sure one of you has a full functionable brain. Okay? Why? Because right now it doesn't make any sense. If Rusev and John Cena have not crossed paths, and then Rusev, out of nowhere, on January 25th, is going to cost Cena the WWE Championship, why? Why? It's not going to make any sense to anyone watching. It's not going to make any sense to anybody in Philadelphia. I'll tell you that right now. Not going to make any sense. But if WWE wants to start something after the fact, fine. All you have to do is build around that question. Why? Because to me right now, even if they give us a good answer to that question, why? And they invest us and get us interested in the program, I don't see Cena versus Rusev being anything special regardless. I wasn't thrilled about Bray Wyatt versus John Cena at WrestleMania last year. I thought it was a dull match. I thought Bray Wyatt was actually held down by going against John Cena. As the feud went on, as the feud came to its conclusion, then the feud started to gain a little bit of steam. It started off cold, it remained cold, and then afterwards, leading into Extreme Rules, then it kind of started to build up steam. But that was too little too late. Same thing's going to happen with Rusev. Okay? Now, if WWE wanted Rusev to be a main focus point for WrestleMania, they should have did everything in their power to go out and get Kurt Angle. The man is worth one fucking match at WrestleMania. This would have been the perfect opportunity. You're building up Rusev as an international monster. Mr. Russian Federation, right? Going against the Americans. Who is more American than Kurt Angle? Nobody. He's the fucking Olympic gold medalist, man. He's a Hall of Famer. And he can still go. Rusev versus Kurt Angle would have been absolutely money at WrestleMania. Money. Something we all want to see. So now WWE is going with Mr. I Salute the Troops, John Cena, against Rusev. And I'm not sure if WWE is going to be on board with Rusev pinning John Cena, but I would remain with Rusev being undefeated. Rusev needs to be undefeated, okay? Something about Rusev needs to stand out. Because right now, there's really nothing going on with Rusev. Yes, he's the United States champion, but that means fucking nothing in today's WWE. He needs to have something special about him. If you take that undefeated streak away from Rusev and you strip him down, there's nothing there. That undefeated streak, well, he's not really undefeated, but you get what I mean. He hasn't submitted and he hasn't been pinned. If you take that away from him, Rusev is nothing. He's just another run-of-the-mill mid-card guy. And they want to get him to that next level. You're going to keep him undefeated or not pinned, okay? And you're going to keep him moving up that ladder. Because when the time comes when you got to build another superstar, and you go against Rusev, and he's undefeated for 2, 3, 4 years, and you got to build another superstar, and you want to put that guy over, he just beat a man who's been undefeated for 3 or 4 years. That's how it works, WWE. Cena cannot beat Rusev. And this is what you guys have been fearing for the last couple of months. Some of you have commented on video after video, okay, when I mention this. I don't want to see Rusev being fed to John Cena. Looks like that might happen. But the plans are in place. Rusev versus John Cena at WrestleMania. Grab a fucking pillow, folks. I don't see it being interesting to us, the WWE fans, whatsoever. All right. News on WWE going to TV-14. There have been rumors spreading around the internet this week, and this is according to WrestleZone.com. Ones that we have intentionally refrained from posting about until now, says WrestleZone. That WWE would be transitioning its programming back to TV-14 starting this year and continuing into 2016. So far, as we can tell, the rumor began with a false report claimed to be from Dave Meltzer on the Squared Circle Reddit community. It stated that moving back to TV-14 was something Triple H had been wanting to do for some time, but had been continually shot down by Vince McMahon. I could see that being true. I could actually legit seeing that being true. Moving on. It was also said that Triple H believed the three former Shield members, Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, and Seth Rollins, would be the major stars to carry the product into a new TV-14 generation. Meltzer explicitly stated in today's F4WOnline.com daily news update, "I never reported it, and there's nothing to it." WWE doesn't need to be in TV-14, man. They really don't. The times have changed. A lot of what was great back in the day is not really needed in today's era. Blood, you don't need it. You need it when it really calls for it. Overabundance of it, it's just going to fucking get old, and it's not going to have that impact. When we see blood on WWE TV now, it's like, holy shit, this just got fucking serious. They kick it up to the next level. All right, chair shots. Chair shots have been banned across the head. Nothing like it was back in the day when me and you used to watch ECW. Chair shots all over the fucking place. Sabu going through fucking tables. Barbed wire, thumbtacks, this and that. That was TV-14, man. Not needed in today's wrestling generation, all right? WWE doesn't need to be TV-14. They need to concentrate on giving us condensed storylines with no loopholes that make sense, that are well thought out and planned over months and months and months of just thinking. I don't want this day-to-day, week-to-week bullshit, man. I want quality television. I want TV that equals fucking interest, engagement to the audience. I want something that I can sink my teeth in and look forward to the next week on Monday Night Raw. I don't give a fuck about TV-14, man. WWE can push the envelope towards being on the doorstep to TV-14. They don't need to be TV-14 with the likes of Val Venus fucking having sex with Ken Shamrock's sister, man. We don't need that. We don't need that. Though it was fucking great and hilarious, we don't need Val Venus doing fucking porno shoots, with coming attractions on Monday Night Raw. We don't need that kind of shit, man. Even though that shit was fucking great. Fucking great, man. We need quality television. That's all we need. I don't want any of this fucking stale bullshit, this kiddie bullshit. WWE wants to be on the doorstep of TV-14. They could definitely do it. It's all what Vince McMahon wants, and Vince McMahon doesn't want it. He doesn't want it. He doesn't want to be the way he was back in the day. He doesn't want to listen to the fans. He wants to do what he wants, what he thinks is right, no matter how much criticism he's going to get for it. That's it. So, that's what it is. Rumors of WWE going back to TV-14, false. Do not believe them. If they want to be, like I said, on the doorstep of TV-14, they could most certainly do that. They could give us, engaging television. They could be a little raw if they wanted to. Not too much. Not too much. Not every week, because then it's going to get old. If WWE wants to pull the fucking rabbit out of the hat and give us blood one week, or give us something that's really like, holy shit, what the fuck did I just see? Pushing that envelope, then do it. That's what we want, man. That's what we want. We don't want this stale fucking bullshit week in and week out with Big Show, Kane, Roman Reigns, same fucking storyline, authority, this and that. We don't want it, man. Engaging quality television every Monday night. That's all I want. That's all I care about. NXT. You love NXT. I love NXT. Everyone loves NXT. If you're not watching NXT, what the fuck are you waiting for, man? Fuck Raw, fuck SmackDown. This is the fucking 1 hour show you got to be watching every Wednesday night now. On Thursday, January 15th, WWE taped 3 NXT shows spanning from January 21st to February 4th. That is 2 days before my birthday, by the way, February 6th. Throughout the night, preliminary information for the next NXT live special on the WWE Network was revealed, according to PW Insider's coverage of the tapings. For one, it was announced on Wednesday, February 11th. The next NXT special event will occur. Get excited, folks. Get excited. All right, moving on. For now, there's no information on what the name will be, but it will likely revolve around the NXT Takeover theme. Additionally, 2 title matches for the NXT Live special were revealed. In the presumed main event for the show, NXT champion Sami Zayn will put his title on the line against Kevin Owens. Right there, worth the price of admission. At the time of this writing, this will reportedly be a one-on-one match. Though some fan reports noted that this may very well be a triple threat with a third competitor based on the tapings, this speculation exists due to a non-title match that is also set for the February 11th show. Finn Balor will face Adrian Neville in a number one contenders match after the two made it to the finals of a tournament for the coveted spot. The other match slated for the event will see Charlotte put her NXT Women's Championship on the line in a fatal four-way match. Charlotte will look to defy the odds against Bayley, Sasha Banks, and Becky Lynch. Shaping up to be better than both the Royal Rumble and Fastlane combined. Gonna be great, man. Gonna be great. If you got the network, you're gonna have access to this. Owens versus Zayn. Worth your fucking attention for that half an hour, man. Worth it. That one match alone is gonna put asses in the seats. I can't wait. I'll be reviewing it immediately after the show goes off the air. So stay tuned to that. NXT Takeover. We don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to revolve around that Takeover theme. February 11th, Wednesday. Look forward to that. I'll keep you guys posted. Many of the fans in WWE have been strongly vocal about displeasure for the product over the past several months. You, me, everybody. WWE ratings continue to plateau into the twos. Simultaneously, many wrestling companies are attempting to bring themselves to national prominence. Whether it be Ring of Honor signing Alberto Del Rio, Global Force Wrestling debuting with its successful Wrestle Kingdom 9, the emergence of Lucha Underground, or other instances. The amount of options for wrestling is higher than ever in recent memory. And TNA now reportedly takes this as a theory of precedence for its programming. According to PW Insider, the new mantra within the company is to strongly push itself as the alternative to WWE, okay? And is very serious about branding itself in that manner. Impact Wrestling debut. I think I read this. Didn't I read this yesterday? Did I talk about this yesterday? I'm not sure. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing anymore. But they recently debuted on Destination America despite the Friday night time slot, which may have been considered to be an imminent problem. TNA has rebranded the show with a new look, new talent, and even a new announce team. Per the report, the company is set out to be more prominent, especially with the team of Josh Matthews and Taz going forward. Viewership for the debut of Impact was not where the company would have ideally started, and the current champion is without injury, or is out with injury. Nonetheless, it is said that the ship will continue to push itself as the other avenue for professional wrestling. Now, I mentioned this, and I'm not going to go into it. You guys, if you missed Off the Script, link is in the description down below for part 1. WWE should be of no concern to TNA. TNA needs to worry about themselves. TNA needs to get their guys over in a right spot. They got a new network. They should be making their network happy. They should be making their fans happy. Do what you set out to do, man, before you even sign with Destination America. You were putting on quality television. Everybody was raving that TNA's product is getting back on track. It's great. It's great to watch. JD, you should watch it, this and that. Fine. Continue to put on those shows, man. Do not be worried about being the alternative to WWE. This is what got you floating up Schitt's Creek in the first place. Don't worry about Vince McMahon and what he's doing. Make your own storylines. Be creative. Push your own stars. Make your network happy. You don't need to worry about them. People are going to watch TNA because they want nothing to do with the bullshit that WWE does, man. They want to watch TNA for wrestling. They want to watch TNA for that indie feel. Those great matches with the young guys fucking flying all over the place. Giving us real wrestling. Not this watered down bullshit that WWE is doing. Roman Reigns, 2 moves of doom. We don't want to see it, man. Alright, I don't watch Impact. I watched the debut on Destination America. Wasn't too pleased. Wasn't too excited. But TNA has an opportunity now to just forget WWE. Do your own thing. Just make your fans happy. Make your network happy. Push your own stars. Continue to develop the guys that you have built that company around the last 6 months. That's all you got to worry about. Don't be an alternative to WWE. Be TNA. Give us TNA. That's all you got to do. And I'm being really honest with you guys. I'm being really truthful. I don't hate TNA. I just don't like it. It's not my cup of tea. All right? But they got to do what they got to do. Be TNA. Don't worry about what WWE is doing. Finally, guys, new details on WWE moving the location of SummerSlam in August. Originally, WWE was supposed to hold the annual SummerSlam pay-per-view at the Izod Center in New Jersey. But previously reported by many outlets this week, the arena is being shut down as of January 31st. According to the site, the New Jersey Sports and Exposition Authority Board officially approved a plan on January 15th that would temporarily shut down the Izod Center. The report claims that the arena had been losing $7 million plus on the annual scale and will be closed for a minimum of 2 years. The report also states that the remaining events that were slated to be held at the Izod Center would be moved to Newark's Prudential Center. However, a number of local state legislator and union members opposed the shutdown, with one union president mentioning WWE specifically claiming SummerSlam and other major events that were scheduled to take place in the arena likely will not happen now. He thinks that parties that had the events scheduled, such as WWE, will now skip the state entirely and not move their events to the Prudential Center. WWE recently claimed that they are searching for a new location for SummerSlam, but have not settled on a new spot as of January 15th. Madison Square Garden. Easy for me. Easy for everyone in New York City. It's going to be Madison Square Garden. You can't get any bigger than that. I would love to see SummerSlam back in MSG. I would probably go to that if it was in the center of New York City. All right, I've been to a couple of Madison Square Garden WWE live events. It's beautiful. It's great. The experience is nice. But to get great seats and sit at SummerSlam in Madison Square Garden with a big main event, I would love to see it happen. And hopefully WWE settles on MSG. I hope they settle on the East Coast, New York, New Jersey area in general. But the Izod Center, no more. WWE right now is trying to find a new home for SummerSlam in 2015. If I hear anything, obviously, I will let you guys know right here on Off The Script. That is part 2, guys. I'm done here for part 2. I know I mentioned Jim Ross being the new voice of Lucha Underground. I got my notes mixed up. That's actually going to be tomorrow's news, all right? Also got news on Heath Slater. The charges that were against him are being dropped. I got news on that. Kevin Nash, that whole incident with Kevin Nash. Charges are dropped. WWE reinstates Kevin Nash for his Legends contract. Will he be on Monday Night Raw with this reunion? I will let you guys know. Also, I got news on Cesaro and Tyson Kidd. What is their plans? What is WWE's plans for the new formed tag team? I also got news on WWE Main Event and why they are taking it off the WWE Network. All that, plus so much more lined up for part 3, guys. If you guys want additional wrestling content, Joe Cronin, TRN, and my man, Justin LaBar, Josh Eisenberg, and Brian Gulish on Chairshot Reality, WrestleZone.com. They also got a YouTube page. Go and check those guys out for more exclusive content by them. Tell them that I sent you over there, JD from NY, and show those guys some love. They're talking about Roman Reigns this weekend, man. Why Roman Reigns should win the Royal Rumble. So go check them out and get their view on why Roman Reigns should win the Royal Rumble and be groomed for the next WWE Championship reign that WWE has. Joe Cronin and TRN, those guys as well. Links to their Twitter and their YouTube page linked down below. And I mentioned Wrestle Rumble and the new WWE Royal Rumble Pick'em. We got a big grand prize going out, a huge title belt specifically made for the event. You guys are going to enter this event, and I will let you guys know as soon as the drawing begins. You enter your information. You got to pay to play. Obviously, we're going to have fun with it. You pick the winners of the Royal Rumble. If you are chosen as the #1 grand prize winner, you get a specific WWE belt, replica belt that says Wrestle Rumble, Pick'em Royal Rumble. It's going to be fucking great. If you missed it, the link and all the photos of the title are in yesterday's video. Go check that out. As soon as more information becomes available, I will let you guys know about that as well. All right. Part 3 tomorrow for Sunday, guys. Take care. I'll see you then. Like the video if you did. Thumbs up. Greatly helps out my channel. This is JD, and I'll talk to you all very soon.